Stop scrolling! It's time for a review, everyone! Today we're reviewing, it's backwards, I know, the Soultangler. A release from AGFA. Hello, Vanessa. Long time no see, ma'am. And Kieran, hello, sir. It's from AGFA, or the American Genre Film Archive. Also, a co-joint. Mr. Tony of the Dead, sir. Hey, asshole. Love it. A co-joint release from Bleeding Skull Video. Both of them. Am I too close? Always. So AGFA and Bleeding Skull Video. This is a weird one, man. It's a different one. The story behind it's crazy. It was released in 1987. But it was only released in Canada and Korea on VHS. I'll repeat that. Only in Canada and Korea on VHS. And that's it. That was all. No American release. First time on digital. But after that, recently, I think last couple of years, I think. Don't hold me to it. It was released by Mondo. You know Mondo. They put out all the high-end fucking awesome everything. Posters, soundtracks on vinyl, VHS releases, stuff I can't think of, Christmas tree ornaments and stuff like that. They put out fucking crazy high-end stuff. Limited edition always sells out, and then it's worth like $1 bazillion on eBay. Mondo and Bleeding Skull Video got together. Another co-joint. That Bleeding Skull gets together with everybody, apparently. And released it on, I think it's a big box VHS. You can still get it. It's kind of sexy. $25. But if you go to like Bleeding Skull, it's sold out. FYI. Little insider tip from old Larry here. If you go to Bleeding Skull Video, it's sold out. But if you go to Mondo, it's still available. Just saying. You can still get it there. Luckily, what does Mr. Tony of the Dead say? Other than, hey, asshole. Mondo needs to have more limited edition available. They always sell it so fast. Yeah. Well, this isn't sold out. You can still get the VHS. I digress. We're doing a review. Come on, Larry. Come on. I get so distracted, you know. So that's it. That was all the releases until this sexy beast came out recently. Not really recently. I just got it. Let's take a look at the physical. The physical of the release. And then special features, and then the transfer. Would I buy it? Would I throw it in the fucking garbage? All that stuff. Buy it, not buy it. Upgrade. What's there to upgrade from? I dropped my pen. So, physical. Really cool dual artwork. Alternative art. I think this is new, man. I like the new artwork better. By a lot. I'll show you the other stuff. I jostled you, I'm sorry. That's the original, I guess? Yeah. I couldn't really, I mean, like, it was such a fucking small release, I don't even know if they had a movie poster. I don't know. I think it went straight to digital. The DVD, or straight to VHS, in Korea and Canada. I mean, those VHS have to go for a fortune. You ever seen that, Tony? The Soultangler VHS from, like, Korea or Canada? I haven't. These are pretty much generic. Vanessa says, I don't know this film, but I agree. I like the new artwork better. Yeah. The new artwork, it's by, they don't even say. I think it's by Putrid. Can you read that? Can you read that right there? Right down at the bottom, I think it says Putrid. But yeah, it's fucking funky, gory, and fucking bright colors. I don't know what the other artwork is. Yeah. Vanessa says no, you fool. Well, you know, maybe it's time for glasses. I don't know. It's not my fault. Oh yeah, review. Standard AGFA DVD. They're pretty plain Jane, as I recall. God damn. Come on, Larry. I'm an amateur today. And a booklet with a gatefold, centerfold picture. Odd choice, I would say. Like a little behind the scenes. What's in the mug? Exactly. Larry's hitting the old fucking cough syrup a little early today. A little fucking codeine. It's just coffee. Maybe it's too much. I'm like fucking... So, weird choice for the cover on this. It's like behind the scenes shot that folds up. The booklet's pretty cool. It's got an interview instead of like a bunch of historian fucking bullshit, like essays and stuff that no one's ever gonna fucking read. This is just an interview with the director, Pat Bichot, with cool pictures. It's all that interview. Then, you know, there's like a little bit about the transfer, the credits for all of it, all of that noise. And we're moving on. So, I am fucking out of it today. So special features, all brand new, obviously. They were on the fucking Mondo release on VHS or the original Korean release, I doubt, on VHS. So audio commentary with the director, Pat Bichot. Listen to it. It's made in Long Island, so he's straight Long Island, man. Like, there's no mistaking that he's from Long Island. Straight shooter. He talks about like the shit that he thinks sucks, and you know, it's a good commentary. In other words, it's got the Soultangler, fuck me, director's cut, unseen by anyone ever except for me today. That's not true. I got this released late from the fucking distribution company. Almost didn't review it. I like to stay current, but I'm reviewing it anyway. Not that I'm pissed. So yeah, the unseen director's cut. It's 62 minutes. The film version of it is like an hour and a half, so it gets cut down by like 27 minutes. The director was just like, and if you listen to the commentary, he's just like, yeah, you know, this was just fucking padding. Like, I'm sorry about this. There was a montage scene that, like, he was like, I can't even watch this. This is so fucking terrible. I'm gonna need to, like, I'll just talk about something else while this is going on. Like, he hated the fucking movie. So it's fun. It's a fun commentary. But he cut it down by 27 minutes. So it's like an hour and a minute long. And quite frankly, the first time I saw this movie was this morning. I got up and watched it. I was struggling to get through it. We're not here to review the film, Vanessa. Okay? So, like, you just calm down, everybody. Vanessa. I could barely get through it, and because there was a lot of padding. It was, you know, a lot of padding. So then I watched the 62-minute, and it's much better. It's much better. Yeah, Vanessa. Yeah, you. When are we going to hang out again? Women in horror, I guess. We're doing some Florida film festivals. You should try to get into Negative Fest and then come down and hang out with us. Negative Fest, Popcorn Frights Film Festival, and they're like West Palm Beach and Miami, respectively. And the Days of the Dead. Oh yeah, Charlotte and Crimson. Negative Fest. Yeah, it's a new one, but they're getting some cool movies. I was holding out on it because I wanted to see what kind of the caliber of movie they would get, and it's good. They announced 2 features. One's from fucking Argentina, the other one's from India, I think. And let's get back to the review. So, fuck me, too much coffee and cough syrup. So yeah, the 62-minute, it's more watchable. He really cuts it, man. Like, stuff that's at the end is at the beginning, and the middle is fucking, it's all over the place. It's a good cut. It should have only been 62 minutes. Tops. I'm thinking maybe 20. But, it's a good cut. So, like, you got that. It's a whole nother hour of special features just watching the alternate cut. Then there's behind the scenes, which they shot on 16 millimeter back in the day, 12 minutes and 14 seconds long. It's what it is. Then there's the Soultangler trailer, from the VHS release. I don't know how they fucking found that. They must have the only copy. And a trailer for another film that I think it was Bichot did, the Dead of Nighttown VHS trailer. And then there's a music video. I don't know why they got to do that. Hypno Love Wheel, in quotes, wow. I'm not writing this stuff. Music video that Pat Bichot directed. So, there's that. It's like if any director ever does a music video, ever in their career, it has to go on the special features. Who cares? So that's it. That's all the special features. That's sizable. You add that all together, just the fucking alternate cut is cool. And the rest of it's pretty cool. Maybe not the music video. But, so the transfer, let's get to that. Now, we have to say, AGFA, or American Genre Film Archive, if you will, they are not about restoring things to fucking 4K, taking out the dirt and the grime, and making it look like a brand new movie. No! They are not into that. Their deal is, we're gonna, if the color gets fucked up, it starts to redden or pinken over the years, They do the color correction, they do that, they leave all the dirt and pubic hairs and cigarette burns, all that's still in there, which is cool because they want it to be watchable. I think they fuck with the audio too, so the audio's better. They want it to be watchable, but they don't want it to they don't want it to look like a brand new movie. They want it to look like you're watching it in a theater back in 1987 in Korea when it came out. So, I dig that. I dig it. I like that. I like that approach. I don't care to see, every pore on everybody's face, typically. It's fun. It's fun watching their releases, because it feels like you're watching a movie. That being said, this movie they didn't have a very good source on, okay? Usually they get the 35 millimeter, 16 millimeter negatives, and they do the restoration from that. This movie, I'm hemorrhaging viewers. I get it. It's okay. I understand. I would leave too. This movie was shot on 16 millimeter, but they did all the editing on video. They transferred it over to a 1-inch videotape, and that's what AGFA did the restoration from. So it's from the videotape, not from the 16 millimeter negative. You dig? You getting it? You follow? So ain't so good. It's a little murky looking, little really grainy, but colors are bright. The colors pop, but like it's obvious, you know. And you know, let's face it. I don't think the Soultangler probably looks so good, even on the 16mm negative. It's not a real high-end production. So they did what they could with what they had, is what I'm saying. Now, other AGFA releases that I've gotten were much cooler. The transfers were much cooler because they actually had like the film negative, and they look fucking awesome. This not so much. It's just mainly blurry. You can tell it lacks definition from the video, you know, from just doing it from video. So there's that. And that is my review. Now, this is the part where I say, would I fucking upgrade if I already owned a copy? Would you upgrade from the VHS that got released in fucking 87? Or the Mondo fucking VHS? You're asking the wrong person, but it's the first digital release. It's worth it to upgrade just for the special features alone. If you dig the fucking movie and you want to know more about it, the commentary with the director Pat Bichot is fucking top-notch entertainment. The whole production, the whole physical of the disc, top-notch. Reversible artwork, nice little booklet, not a boring booklet. It smells chemically and fucking sweet. Get you a little high. DVD, not so much. So that's why, I'm sure that's why they didn't do fucking Blu-ray on this, because of the source material. What's the fucking point? So I would fucking buy it. Absolutely. Buy it just for the special features. But obviously, like the fucking VHS isn't going to be as good as this release. So you're going to, you want to upgrade just so you can see it more clearly. I'm sure, did they even do a restoration? I looked on the Mondo Bleeding Skull video. Yeah, Bleeding Skull video. It didn't say anything about doing any fucking restoration on it. So it's probably, just straight from the fucking 1-inch or something. And I don't know. But yes, definitely worth the money for all the extras. And it's a watchable transfer. It's just not great. So there's that. Go out and get yourself a copy of the Soultangler. I'd like to thank AGFA and myself for doing this review. Thanks for sending this to me, albeit very late in the game. It's cool. It's a cool release. I would get it. And that's it, everybody. It's a short review. I will be back tomorrow for horror movie finds, where I'll show you stuff like this book and the other, and blank sealed tapes that I got. These are all from last week. It's not a spoiler. It's going to be very short. I found fucking very little last week. It sucked. Sucked hard. So come back tomorrow, Friday at 2. Until then, everybody, Vanessa and Mr. Tony, hey asshole, Mr. Hey Asshole Tony of the Dead. Who else joined? Kieran. Thanks for coming by, guys. And get the fuck out of my house. See ya.